Hi, we're back. Hi. How we do? How we? Creepy? Uh, sure, baby. It's gonna go back into your room when you're not looking. Um, that's great, sweetie. Yay, more cloth, more skills for the skull throne, cloth for the cloth god. Um, I forgot I need to put these shirts away. How we all doing? We doing all right? Does anyone remember which one's the shirts? Haha, haha. Um. We doing good? Everyone doing alright? I forgot about the pawns. Um, yeah. Like I've said previously, we're back from vacation. We're back from visiting family. It was great. It was beautiful. But yeah, I think I said last time I talked about Sace and all what happened with doing that. Okay, so your boy now is a fully registered teacher and all registered with the government and all registered with the government. Um, yeah, so basically, uh, they just put stuff away first and then say things. Whatchamacallit, I'm probably gonna do, let me do this and then I'm probably just gonna do what I was thinking last time and just, what's the word? Let me actually leave these. Move these. Um, let me use this and then this. Okay, let's do this. Start here. So yeah, so it says so one of Kayla's like people was like, hey, so it's probably like faster if you do it in person and we'll go to the Sace building. And so we're like, okay, so it ended up taking enough time because obviously I had to wait for my graduation certificate. I had to get that certified, I had to get everything else certified and everything. So I was like, what do you call it? We ended up getting like really to close to deadline and everything, you know? And so we're getting close to like coming to visit home. So I was like, wait, there's a Sace building in Durban. There's a Sace building. Maybe I should just, if someone said it's faster to do it in person, maybe I should just end up going to the building and doing it in person. Um, and honestly, 10 out of 10, I would recommend. Um, I would definitely recommend doing it in person. Any baby teachers that need a register with States, I'd recommend doing it in person. And depending on how, also this depends on you, your school that you're with. If you're like doing if you're doing student teaching while you're teaching, everything. This all depends on like you personally. I'm lucky enough that I can like withstand like waiting this long to do my teaching stuff and everything. Not everyone is obviously lucky enough to be able to do that. Um, to be able to what's the word? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this. Um, some people aren't lucky enough to obviously be able to just have this much time, for wait this long to do their teaching stuff and everything. So I do get it. If you guys aren't able to, if this is like, if my advice sounds like a bit of like a ugh kind of thing, you know. Um, Now let me see. Okay, 330, 156. Okay, so you are worth it as a void, and then it's you guys. Let me check. 12,000, 1,006. So it's actually worth it to just sell this straight up. But I don't have the artisan thing, do I? It's under farming, right? I have this thing. Should I just change that up quick? Because it's just, I gotta go to Krubby's old house. I might actually end up doing that. Let me just go change. Let me get these things out, go to bed, and then change the things. If you disagree, sucks. Uh, sorry. What do you call it? I think that might work out better, don't you guys think? Let me do that. I don't care if I need to go to bed early. Let me rather do that. Because I don't know if I would Oh, I forgot about this. What are you? I'll see if I end up doing it. What do you call it? So yeah, so I ended up going to the building, and so the Sace building, for my fellow Durbanites, the Sace building is literally across the road from Ushaka. You know what? It's across the road from Ushaka. I went to the wrong section. So you know where like the Ushaka like drop off point is? It's literally across from that like road thing. I want to change farming. Go to sleep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just gonna do that quick. Don't mind me. What's it? It's crops and then that thing. What was I thinking now? Good morning again. So it's like right there. Who likes a super cucumber? Who loves a super cucumber? Is it Willy? Fuck, I forgot about the nitrators. I'm so dumb. I forgot about the nitrators. Should I go back? Should I go back? But then that would undo everything when it. Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna eat it. And all, I'm just gonna eat it. Let me. I'm selling super cucumbers. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna take it. I don't want to deal with it. What do you call it? Yeah, it's right there. It's actually really close. Um, what do you call it? I don't know why I thought it was like further into town. It was Ushaka, so we were able to take like the roundabout routes and then went super early. We went super early. So the sales office opens at 8. We got there. It's later than what I would have enjoyed. Would have like especially liked, but nonetheless we were still pretty freaky early. Um, let me just get these put away. I'm still not over that I didn't. I completely forgot about them. I completely forgot about the freaking whatchamacallit. Um, oh yeah, the wait a minute. Where did I put it? It's over here, right? So, void mayonnaise, void 335. Wait, 385. Oh, so it is worth it more. Okay, and then 1,000, 100, 1,000. There we go. Okay. Now we know! Now we know! Okay, so we're definitely making stuff done. Do you go in anything? Ah, that's nice. We're definitely making items done. Okay, let's just do these again. Do this. Go for this one and this one. Go for this one. Here we go for this one. Okay, let's start with this and then work our way through. Oh, did I miss one? I always do that. Let me just scoot that back. Yeah, so what you need a certified copy of your ID, copy of your graduation certificate, copy, all certified. I'm just gonna, everything certified. ID, both sides, smart card, both sides. Your ID, your graduation certificate, your academic record, / transcript, they're the same person. They're the same person. And then your Huru, your Afri switch, your Huru thing, or a police clearance, not a name clearance, a police clearance, not name. You gotta get the name. You gotta get the police. The girlie in front of me. Oh, well, let me just say the documents and then I'll talk about it. What did I finish with? So yeah, graduate. So it's ID, graduation certificate, your transcript. Oh, your matric certificate and all that. So it's ID, matric certificate, police clearance / Afri switch / Hoover, whatever you want to call it. Oh, did I run out of? Okay, so I need 6 more. Essentially 4, 6 more. Let's see if that's That should be enough. Yeah. Um. So yeah, what was it again? So it's all in all, police clearance slash Huru, ID, certified ID, matric certificate, graduation certificate, academic record slash transcript. Did I get that all? Did I get it all? Obviously, double check the Sace website. They'll tell you on the Sace website. Whatchamacallit. So, sorry, let me just start on all of these and then I'll continue better. So that's what you need there. And then, whatchamacallit. So then obviously that's all what you need there. And then so you gotta bring that with you. Keep that on you, bring it with you. And all that because that's what you need. That's what you need and everything. And then so you get in the door. So you line up. It's like home affairs. You line up in order. Once you're through the door, you line up in order of I'm so dumb. You line up in order of how you so there's 3 waiting rooms. So you go to the first waiting room, that's the lineup of chairs when you first come through the door. So then they'll sit you down there. And then we had 2 people come through, and so first person, so they both check your documents. They go, okay, this you need, this you need, this you don't need. Oh, you got the wrong document on this. So a woman in front of me, I went from 4th place to 3rd place, and all because the woman in front of me, she brought a name clearance and a police clearance. So that's why I was emphasizing what you need. Okay. And then so she had to now go and either have to pay the 500 rand to Huru to do like the quick replacement for to get their quick thing, and I'll let you get there because I normally go for the 300 and something one, where it takes 48 hours because I come prepared. I make sure my life's in order before touching anything. Um, so what do you call it? But obviously, if you need the quick stuff, then you have no choice but to go for the that if you need it like that day, if you want to get your shit together that day, then you have to pay obviously cough up the cash. You have to just eat it. Um, if you have the money for it, then go ahead, do that one. But if you don't, then obviously don't. You see what I mean? And all you get what I mean? Where it's like if you can afford to do that, do it. But if you don't, just wait the couple hours. And it all depends on you on your what did I forget? Oh no. What did I forget? Oh this. Um it's your decision, obviously. Um it's your choice, your decision. It's what fits you and your lifestyle choice. You and your lifestyle. And what obviously I'd rather just wait the while, but also if you look at it, I don't live in Durban anymore, so I just happened to be I got this done on the Monday that week when that we were there visiting home, so I had more days to do it, and so it's like okay, I had Kayla or mom could have driven me that day, to there whenever that week. I had the time for it. But obviously if you don't have the time for it, then it's easier to just eat it, if you have the time and the if you don't have the time, if you have the money for it, it's easier to just eat it. But if you don't have the money, then obviously rather go for the cheaper option. You know what I mean? Cuz there's a Huru office in the right next to the or in the same either right next to or in the same building as the Huru one and all. So it's no as the Sace building. So at least you don't have to go far. But it's your decision at the end of the day, and all whether or not you can afford to eat it, or you can just or if you have the time. If you don't have the time, and all, it's your decision. But yeah, so that's what you need. So then they go, okay, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I had all my documents. Thank fuck. No, I just kept checking it. I just kept checking the whole time, and all while I was waiting. So then the 2 people in front of me, they were getting student. So they are student teachers getting wanting to get their like what's the word? Provisional. That's the word. Provisional degree certification. And I'm assuming they have a school maybe that they want to work at, so then they need a SACE certification. And also, if you're like working at a school, you need like a certificate, like somewhat kind of thing to say yes, I'm legally allowed to teach, and everything. And then as a student teacher, that's working that's paid by that school, then you're gonna need that. Um, can I put you? Yeah, there. Let me put these all together maybe, so that I don't have to keep back and forthing between all this. But yeah, so that's how that what's the name? So that's the first thing. And so once they've gone through all your stuff, they then when the woman behind the counter is free, they then hand your stuff to her, in the order that they want it in. Um, they hand your stuff to her. She then scans it, and then she puts it in the little scanny thing, and then swivels around her laptop to you, and then says, "Put in your put in what do you call it? Put in your email address." And I was like, "Bet." And but it was so hard because like the laptop's behind the gloss pane thing, so I just kept like looking up and down to like double check that I'm typing in my correct email, to type in that I'm typing in correctly and not having like spelling mistakes and everything. So I'm like, huh, 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 like a meerkat. I'll go to that. I'm hoping I didn't miss my painting. Else, I'm just gonna like one of the animals and then just put the what's the word? Put the code in. No. Oh, what you call it? But yeah, so then I gave that in, and then so then she was like, okay, check your email, check your spam box. It was in the spam box. Um, so I checked it, I found it. So they sent that full like scan, all the stuff that they scanned for me in one document. They sent that through to me. So then she was like, okay, go sit there. And they were like, oh wait, to have you registered on the government? I can't remember what it is. E-services, I think that's what it's called. It's basically like the government services thing. So they're like, have you registered on that? And I had, because I was contemplating doing Sace online. Well, I was gonna sorry, you have to shake your ears. Um I was gonna register online, and then that's when I found out like at the when was it? I think it was the first week of February or something like that. When I first got my Hoover thing. Um what do you call it? But then it was like, no, you need your graduation certificate. That wasn't in all my documents. I've already had this whole ass discussion with you guys. You guys heard my woes. Um, whatchamacallit, so I obviously couldn't register then. Um, but I already like made my profile and everything on the e-services site thing. So I was like, oh yeah, I already got that. And then so she was like, that's great. Go register for SACE. Go register online for SACE. And I went, aren't I here? Got it. Okay. So it's basically you are registering on your phone. So make sure obviously you have your phone on you. Um you have your phone or device or something, I did on my phone. You could probably if you have like access to um nothing important. What do you call it? If you have access to the internet on your laptop and everything, you could probably also use that. I want my painting, sir. Um, you could obviously do that if that's what you want to do and everything, but I did on my phone and it went pretty well. Um, make sure you have data. Obviously, you make sure you have data to be able to access the website and the internet. Um, so yeah, so then I was like, I started to do that. I started to fill it in, and so the one guy stayed. That was checking like documents, he stayed there, and so the other person that was checking documents, she was watching us. So we had to go sit on the other waiting room too. So that's the another set of chairs that are in the same like general area. Um, so then she was there to like watch us, and if we had any questions. So I thought it was so fucking funny that I'm back in the fucking building, I guess. And where was where I had to put in my address? They for some reason didn't have my area. I know they didn't have my area in. And I had to register. I had to basically register under a different area. And I went, "Hey, ma'am, I live in this area. It's not there." I show her like that. I typed in my area. I typed in the second closest town, and everything. And I was like, "It's not showing up." And she's like, find the next closest. So the next closest is basically PMB, and it's basically like the PMB area. And I went, And I was like, this is practically it. And she's like, that's good enough. Put that in. And I went, okay, I guess. And then when it came to my degree and everything, they have for foundation phase, they have a Bachelor of Education for foundation phase, but not for intermediate phase. And I was like, I was like, I'm intermediate. And then she goes, nah, you gotta put it, that's the only one that's there. So you gotta put in, foundation phase. And I just kind of went, oh, okay then. So I'm foundation phase, I guess. Um, I'm guessing it doesn't matter, and all. I'm guessing she wouldn't fuck me over, and I'll be like, no, put in that. And meanwhile, I shouldn't have been putting in that, and all. I'm guessing she wouldn't fuck me over like that, else I would rage. Um, so yeah, so I filled that in, and then I discovered that the school I was in, so everyone kept telling. Okay, so in the diocese, you get different archdeaconaries, and so those are different. Like I can't remember what archdeaconry is, and all. I don't care. Um what do you call it? But like they're based on the different areas, and all your archdeaconry based in what area you're in. So like when we're still in Greytown, I was in Voti and everything, and so and my home parish falls under Pinetown. So color me surprised when I'm like, hey, so I asked my parents and I asked my sister. I'm like, hey, so what district do you think our high school falls under? Because you need to put in your district for your high school, and because I was filling in the a written out application because I thought that's what I had to bring in. No, you do it online. The online version, you have an online application. Okay, because the site needs to be updated. They need to update that. I have quarrels with the Sace site. I'll get back into them, and then so I'm like, okay, so what do you think? And they're like, okay, well maybe Pinetown. Your high school would have fallen under. It would have been Pinetown. I went, okay. I put in Pinetown I wrote that down, Pinetown, on the application. So when I'm doing it online, I'm like, Pinetown, because it comes district, and then you look for, it's one of those drop down things and everything. So it's all like drop down stuff and everything that you're writing in. Same thing for like when I was talking about the town thing, it's like drop down stuff of you have to pick from what they have. Um, yeah. Let me just go back. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. So you have to pick what they give you. And all. So then it came with the district. So district came first, and I put in Pinetown. And I tried to look for my school. Wasn't there. My high school was not there. So then, what do you call it? I put in the other, I'm like, okay, so it's either, so I remember they kept talking about I can't remember what the other district is now. They were talking about this other district all the time because apparently girls from I went to an old girls' school. What do you call it? Girls from that district would come to our district or something like that because of the what do you call it? They liked our school better. I don't know. Um, why would you like our school better? Our school's a menace. But like some people would apply from that area, apply to our school or something like that. What's the shtick? So that's how we ended up with girls from that area or something. I don't know. I remember it was part of like our orientation thing. And on orientation, like open day, like, oh, you have to live, if you want to apply to the school, you have to live in the area. And you have to live in this district. And you shouldn't be coming from another, blah, 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 blah. Apparently people would like fake, would like be like, no, this is where we live. And meanwhile, it's like they're like families, they're like cousins or something, or a friend's address, or just a random like P.O. box or something like that. It was apparently a trick people would use. And I'm just like, do you really need the school? It's an okay school. And what do you guys not have schools like that in your area? Why would you need to fake it? But I digress. Whatchamacallit. So what's the thing? So then I put in that one. It was under that one, and I was like, so they talk shit about that girls coming from that district for nothing then? Or did the districts change at one point? It could be that the districts changed because sometimes I think that is a thing where they'll do re thingies on like who falls under what, and also it could just be the districts changed while I was out of school because I haven't been in high school since obviously 2018. It was when I graduated, or my graduating year was 2018. And then so I do everything, and then where it says like upload your documents, I uploaded the thing that they gave because they want, if you're doing online regularly online, then put in like individual, they want you scanning the individual things. But if you're doing it like what I did it, where I went to Sace, they want you to put in the documents that they gave you, that they scanned for you. So obviously that's what I did. And then I think I must go do my fruit trees at some point. Do my trees, do my inside greenhouse. Let's just get that done at some point. But yeah, so that's that. And then so I basically finished. So I was so then it goes to the payment thing. I paid and everything. So I paid and all that. I paid using card, obviously, and so I paid. And so it's like, okay, everything's successful, payment successful, blah 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 blah, blah and everything. Keep that in mind. Payment successful. It said on the safe site, payment successful. Keep that in mind. It's gonna come up later. Um, this is foreshadowing. And then later on, I even got an email from like I think their thing is NetBank, and all that from whatever bank they use, and all that you store their money and everything. Even send me like a follow up to me and like a follow up email being like, hey, so payment was successful, and all you successfully threw money into the Sace account thing. And so I was like, so keep that in mind. This is foreshadowing. I need more fruit. But then she was like, I showed her payment successful, blah, 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 blah. And I showed her that I finished everything, I paid successfully. And so she went, okay, go sit there. And I almost died to this waiting section. And it's like, I'll put in the third waiting room 3. And I almost died to it. Because they have stairs. So it's in like a drop down platform and everything. And so they have stairs. They have stairs and a ramp. And it's painted the same color as the flooring. All the flooring. So it's the floor. It's the same color flooring of the top floor and the bottom floor, all the same color. And it's painted that, and it's all that, and the tiles are all that same color. So I almost died because I didn't realize it was a second floor, and I did this twice because I had to talk about. So then I was waiting, and then I got an SMS and all that being like, okay, your shit's being processed, and I got another SMS being like, okay, your what do you call it? What do you call it? I think it was like your application's being Wait, I literally have it. Why am I trying to remember this when I literally have it? Let me pull it up. Let me just do that. Where are you? No, that's my disappointment. E-registration. Oh, Sace application is successful. The registration document will be emailed to you or your online portal. Only hard copy certificates will be printed in office. And that's why it's easier to just do it in person, because then you can get a hard copy. Because you can't get obviously you can't get a hard copy unless you're from office. So if you're applying online, you get the e-version, but if you want an actual brick and mortar like version, you need to do it. You need to be there in person. Sace application successful. Registration e-certificate will be emailed. Okay, and then after that, so that was at what time was that? That was at 8:50, and I got those SMSs and everything, and then I got another SMS at 8:51. Dear, my name. Due to outstanding fees, Sace will not process your request. Your outstanding amount is 200 Rand. Ma'am, I put that in. I sent that. I sent it. And everything. I sent it through. And all she saw me put my details in. Well, obviously not my details, but she saw that I was paying shit. And so I'm like, I go up to the guy that's there, so he's helping. She disappeared. The original lady that was helping dipped to obviously, like, I'm assuming process everything. And everything dipped. So then I'm like, I go up to the dude that's there. I'm like, hey, I got this message. What's going on? And then so I paid. And so he's just like, okay, wait for the woman to come through. Wait for her to come through. She'll help you. She'll deal with it. And I just went, okay, I guess. Everything. And I'm updating my family and all, because obviously people who aren't applying can't come in. So, Mom and Kayla just went to go hang out in Osaka and a lot. So I'm like sending messages and Dad obviously knows I'm doing Sace, so I'm like sending messages to the family group chat and being like, I'm going to commit a homicide or a suicide. Stay tuned. And so they were like, okay, sweetie. Literally, like, okay, have fun. And everything was basically their reply and everything. And they were like, what do you expect? It's government and everything. Keep in mind, my family works for my parents are both government workers. So they're both like, so them saying this, hilarious. Hilarious sometimes. Okay, at one point I'll deal with that. Let's continue on with stuff in here. You. Then you. I'll leave that for now. Let's start with these. I always forget one. Um, what was I doing again? I hate it when it does this. So then, I just have to like sit there, and apparently the guy next to me, and also that was like, oh, I received an SMS about outstanding. I'm not gonna get it because our outstanding balance of 0 rand, and all that, and I'm like, huh? And I don't know if it's because I have a different bank to this. And Ola, maybe he's at the same bank, and that's why it still at least went through as like the 0 rand thing. And Ola, maybe he's at a different bank. What do you call it? I'm at a different bank, and I'm at a different bank, so maybe that's why it's taken a second to process and everything. But I was pissed. I was pissed. Um, what do you call? I was waiting, and I was pissed because obviously I'm not going to hand them any of my money. I'm not gonna let them touch any of my money until this. I saw a guy have a receipt, so I don't know if maybe if you can pay in person. I could be wrong, but as far as all the stuff I've read, it's like no, you pay online, you pay online, you pay online. You cannot pay in person and everything. So make sure you got cash in your account. Make sure you know what your card is, what your card number is. Um, what do you call it? Make sure you know all your card details. So yeah, so I'm just like gotta sit there, and then so she comes through. She finally comes through, and so she's holding like stuff, and she's like, okay, so um, the what do you call it? This name, it was the girl that came with the guy. I know that was with the guy in front. That was it was the two people in front of me. So it's the girly pop that was with um the guy in front of me. Um, so she was like, okay, so this person isn't getting their stuff. This person and this person. So it's her. No, no, it's what do you call it? This person's name isn't getting their stuff because of something. I think something to do with her email or something like that. Um, so then, what do you call it? So she's like, yeah, you're not getting your stuff, but this name, this name, this name, and this name. And I was included in the names. And so I grabbed my shit and all that. I'm like, hey, I got this SMS about the thing. She hands me my certificate, and I'm like, I got this SMS though. And she's like, don't worry about that. That'll get sorted out. And so that's why I'm assuming it's because I'm at a different bank and they use NetBank and I'm at a different bank. And normally when it's different bank to different bank, it takes longer to process. But basically by like 12 o'clock, this is about like I think when did I message dad? I think it was like 9:30, 9:40 or something like I have my call logs for when I called Kayla to be like, hey, I'm done. Um when did I do this? 13th of July. 8 uh, at about 8:37 apparently. Wait, did I actually finish the 8:30 incoming call? Oh, I called her on WhatsApp. Stupid. Um 13th of July. At 9:18, I finished. And all so we got there like whatchamacallit, we got there like quarter to eight, half past eight, nope, quarter to eight, half past seven, somewhere around there, 20 to 7, somewhere in that area. That's when we got there. So like it went pretty fast. And all, to be honest, that went pretty fast. I expected there to be there for like a longer time. And all, that's honestly not a bad time. Let me go get my diamonds while I'm waiting. Um, so yeah, so that wasn't actually that bad a time to me. That obviously isn't that bad a time. And it just lasted the morning basically. That's not too bad. Um, so then I'm like, so she's like, okay, that's fine. And so at like 12 o'clock or something like that, I go and check my like Sace site, and I'll go and check the Sace site, and I'll under my like application thing, and I'll to the what money do I owe and section, and it was like you're good. Zero, you outstanding balance of 0. And so the reason why I'd rather recommend waiting if you can, and all to get the professional educator one, not the student teacher one, because it all depends like if you're going to be working as a student and all teaching as a student and all that, like maybe there's schools that would want you to have the student teacher thing if you got like a job lined up already, because I know some schools like pay like help that once they want student teachers, and they'll like help pay your education or something like that. So maybe there are schools that want you to have your SACE provisional thing as a student teacher. But then now you gotta like that's the thing is you're gonna get like you're gonna have to do this all again, I think. It's my belief that you're gonna have to do this all again in order to get the actual proper one to get the professional teacher registration. So I'd rather just wait if you can. If you can, this is your obviously your decision thing. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping this is help. I'm helping someone who needs to register and everything. This is all like I'm what do you call? I'm bringing in all of this because I'm hoping this helps someone. This helps someone, and all that it's not just um I'm not just saying this for the fun of saying this and all that. I'm hoping that this can help someone who needs to register at one point and all that. Who needs to do this and all that kind of thing. So just so you know, if you are in KwaZulu-Natal, I think Durban's the only Sace building, but like look it up. But I think Durban's the only Sace one. So obviously, make sure you have your shit. The main thing, have your stuff. Double check everything's certified. Everything's clear. You have clear copies of all your stuff. You don't need to bring in your actual like certificate. You don't need to actually bring in like your graduation certificate or your matric certificate or that kind of thing. But like make sure you have all your stuff, make sure that it's all printed out clearly, and I'll make sure it's all certified and everything. Obviously your Huru doesn't need to be certified. But I'd rather it's cheaper, it's easier to go for Huru and all that than having to worry about your police clearance getting lost in the mail. And then you can like with my one and all when I had to redo it again because obviously I did it in January, I think it was like 3rd or 4th and everything, and I only got my graduation certificate in June, the June 4th and everything. So obviously you have to your police clearances and stuff need to be within 6 months. So obviously I missed that deadline. Whatchamacallit. So so obviously the it's easier just to do it here. I was able to like pay for it online. I didn't even have to go back to Postnet to do it. I was able to just do it all online. It took a while to figure it out. If you need a step by step, I need to go double check how I did that again. Because it took a second of looking through all the stuff and like pressing buttons to figure out, oh, so that's how you do it, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm hoping this is helping someone, and I'm hoping this is helpful. I'm hoping this is interesting, and I'll just someone that like if you are wanting to register as a teacher in South Africa, and all this is helping. I'll keep you updated on like me doing TEFL, and currently I'm doing TEFL with like TEFL Universe. I think that's the name of the company or whatever you want to call it, the school, whatever you want to call it. I believe that's the name. So yeah, I'm doing it with that right now, doing it with them. I'm hoping that once I haven't properly started. I like registered for it because they got like some kind of sale thing. So I paid 700 Rand for I think it's the 150 hour one or something like that. So that one includes teaching online, teaching young learners, blah 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 blah, and all that. It was like on special or something like that. Because some schools, I know some online schools like would rather you have a TEFL than have a degree, but I was like, let me just get both just in case, because there are some South African schools that work online but that want you to have a degree, have an actual degree. But I'd rather have both. I can afford it, so obviously, so I'm just gonna get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm hoping this is interesting. Put in the comments if there's anything you want me to add in and everything. If there's any questions about any of the procedures I've done, I'll keep you updated on the TEFL thing when I actually started. I was kind of like focused on, okay, do the Sace thing, do help my friend with her admin work and everything, do the freelance job and everything because she paid me, and also obviously I'm gonna focus on that, do that, and then focus on TEFL. So now I'm gonna focus on TEFL. I'll keep you updated on how I go with that. Through the yappings and maybe like sprinkling with the co-ops. I'm hoping the co-ops are going to sound better because now I'm doing this like earphone thing. So I'm hoping, what do you call it, choosing an earphone mic and all. So I'm hoping that the co-ops will sound better if I give one earphone to Kayla and I continue with one. We'll find out. Well, you'll find out coming Monday. And let's be I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. 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 Bye.